Hello, everyone. It's been about a year since I started up this channel, and I just wanted to talk about the past year, how it's gone, maybe a little bit going into what next year might be looking to do, all that kind of stuff. So let's chat for a little bit. I wasn't really expecting the channel to blow up as fast as it did, but I guess that why I made a secret channel video really hit some people's home pages and algorithms pretty hard because it was like 50,000 people came flying in over like 3 days. And for a while, December, January, some of February, I was pretty consistent with the uploads. I worked really hard the first couple of months to keep things constantly coming. I had a lot of things backlogged so that I wouldn't, miss any days that I would be consistent, trying some ideas. But that was pretty easy when I didn't have to worry about my main channel. And I was also in a place where I really thought that I was going to have to basically full pivot to this second channel because I thought the main channel was going to be hurting really, really badly to the point where it might completely die off. So I was really giving it my all. I was hiring editors. I was doing my best to make a really, really good first impression. And I was feeling really good about it for the first 3 to 4 months. I was happy with what was going up, the consistency of it, the quality of it, the viewership. It was great. It was really, really great. I was very happy with it. And then a big update happened that caused all of my attention to be on the main channel from April to middle of August, 4.5 months. Just nothing here. Absolutely nothing. I had to work nonstop on the main channel. I do really mean nonstop. So all that momentum, that goodwill that I might have gotten over the first 3 months, immediately thrown out a window because my primary job is the main channel. And since August, this channel has been horribly inconsistent with uploads. I'd upload like 3 videos in 4 days, and I'd be gone for over a week, and then I would come back and I'd leave again. Or like in October, another big break because I had to spend all of my time working on the main channel. And I'm already committing like pretty much all of my time that I have to the main channel. So as a result, this channel receives inconsistent uploads at best. And what I've been uploading is obviously not anything revolutionary. It's just kind of like an outlet for me to enjoy some other things. And you know what? If that's just what it's going to be and it's not going to be anything more than that, then all right, I'll come to terms with that a little bit later. It's been kind of difficult because the group of people that I used to record with is much smaller nowadays. Like even last year, we had a little more activity. I'm mainly talking about the group that I recorded with from about 2018 to 2021, 2022. I've heard the cries for like more Trouble in Terrorist Town, more big group games, and the sad reality is that getting those big groups together lately has not really been possible with any kind of reliability. We used to be able to gather, 8 to 10 people for a Trouble in Terrorist Town lobby. No problem. And now we're lucky to fill up a Mario Party lobby. A lot of those people have just kind of moved on from content creation, or they just don't have the availability. Just is what it is. I really prefer to make group content over solo content, as I feel like group content is much more enjoyable to watch. I find it more enjoyable to create when I have someone or multiple people to bounce off of. That's why pretty much every solo video that I do, like Slay the Spire or Balatro, all of those are live streamed. Even just being able to bounce off of the chat is very helpful for me. I don't find myself particularly adept at just being able to turn on my webcam and then turn on a game and make something happen. Like, I just don't think I have that quality to me. Although obviously the only way to get better is just, by trying. Viewing habits on YouTube since, those early days of me trying variety have changed dramatically as well, at least in my experience they have, where it can be difficult to get people to watch the same game multiple times in short succession, or like have good viewership on the same game for multiple videos in a row. In the past, it was very easy to record like a 3 to 4 hour session of a game, and then you chop up all the good bits and you turn that into a video, and then you do a few of those over a period of time, right? For myself and the people that I play with, that is almost unheard of now, barring, certain games here and there that have insane popularity. Sometimes it works out, but what feels like way more of the time, as soon as I upload one gameplay on one game, that is all that most people want to consume of it, and they have pretty much no appetite for more. Like, the fall off from video 1 to video 2 is incredibly dramatic. So thank you to everyone who continues to engage with Slay the Spire, Balatro, all that kind of stuff. I understand if you don't have any interest in that, but I really do, and that's kind of the main reason why I upload it, is because I have an interest in it. I'm going through a roguelike phase right now. I'm really into them, but I don't think roguelikes could be more opposite of genre compared to my normal audience of probably shooter fans, but let's be real, it's mainly just Destiny content. So it's been tough to adjust and tough to find a game that people will engage with for more than one video at a somewhat high level. It also doesn't really help that I tend to not be that interested in some of the more popular releases that come out. Marvel Rivals, yeah, I'm interested, but that had also a very big fall off after only 2 videos. PoE 2, for example, Path of Exile, not really into it because I had my fill of the genre when I played Diablo. Deadlock, speaking of some other games, Deadlock was something that I was obsessed with in September, if you couldn't tell. But I knew it wasn't going to have as much staying power on the channel. I'm shocked it even did as well as it did. Like, it hung on for a little while longer than your average game on the channel. Deadlock holds a special place in my heart because Deadlock was the first game since I started the main channel over a decade ago that I have genuinely wanted to make educational content on, that I genuinely have been passionate about making content on in general. Almost every other game that I've covered in an educational way in the past has felt like an obligation. It felt like something I had to do because that's the kind of content that I make, so I just had to make it. Not Deadlock. I got this close to opening up Datto Does Deadlock, an individual channel just for Deadlock. But I knew the kind of commitment it was going to take, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to commit to not only my main channel, but then also 2 side channels that I'm trying to treat as if they were my main channel. It's just not going to happen. I've only really been able to get anything uploaded here over the past few months because of my editor, who I'm very grateful for. But I know what I've been uploading hasn't really been my greatest stuff, and that's not because of my editor. That's just because of me and my current state of being. I have not really been motivated recently to make content on any channels. I have not really been in a good state of mind for it. And I just kind of feel like I'm going through the motions, in case that hasn't been apparent already, on both channels. It's been like that for a few months now, maybe outside of like October, where, that was more me being disciplined than me being motivated. I've also had a pretty annoying physical setback that has brought me down over the past couple of months. It's kind of been messing with me as well. I'm not really looking for the sympathy vote here. I'm just kind of telling you why things have been inconsistent or maybe not as good as you were hoping, because I certainly had much higher hopes for this place. I got close with some of the IRL stuff, like the fire video, the rappelling video, even if that didn't do that well, or even the interview video. People loved that one, but I haven't just been in a place to try to replicate something like that. Also, I don't know who else I could really interview for something like that. So, yeah, I mean, this kind of leads into the next thing. Like, I'm also scared in trying new things out of fear that people will not be interested. I've had an idea for a series that I've wanted to do for months and months. An IRL thing, not a gaming thing. But my fear is that I will spend a lot of time or a lot of money or a lot of time and money to try to make the video, and either no one's going to care, or I'm going to screw it up somehow, or like the first one will do great and then I'll get my hopes up, and then, I'll try and make some more, and then the rest of them bomb, like a lot of things do, and then I'm just back to uploading generic gaming videos. And at least if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to be uploading gaming, I would want to be consistently uploading, which I haven't been able to do, or come in with some higher level concept ideas, which I definitely have not been able to do. I'm also completely unsure of my technical ability for this IRL thing. It's multi-camera, it's multi-microphone, lav mic, boom mic, multiple cameras with different lenses and a lot of moving parts, and I'm just very overwhelmed by the idea of trying to pull it off. I'm making it sound like a much crazier video or like series than it actually is. It's not that crazy of a concept, but I've lost a lot of confidence in myself over the past year or so as a creator. I don't feel like I'm really at the top of my game or anything. I'm okay, but I want to be better than okay, so gotta bounce back. What else? I haven't been able to stream more than 3 days a week for like a really long time because my wife and I would trade off days so that we wouldn't step on each other's toes while we were streaming. But she's taking a bit of a break from it. So at the very least, I will very likely have more streams going into 2025, which could translate into some more content here since I am no longer limited by which days I have available to stream, because usually it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Now the field is much more open. So 2025, what am I trying to do to bounce back here? I'm trying to coordinate with the people who I do know are making content to make some even more content. But it's proved rather difficult to escape the Destiny community viewership bubble into the greater YouTube landscape. Like, because I started in this bubble, it doesn't feel like I can get out. That's kind of how I've felt over the past, really, that's gone on longer than a year. What really needs to happen is that I need to be more disciplined with my work time during the day. Ultimately, I just need to be more consistent for all of you, and I just have not really kept my side of the bargain, so hopefully I can get better at that. I've had struggles keeping things active here when the main channel has to take priority, because when it takes priority, it is a full-time commitment, and I have no time for other things. So stockpiling content for those times is something that I need to get way better at so that there's minimal to no interruption on this channel. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, thank you to those of you who continue to watch and interact with the channel and, comment, like videos and watch videos, especially Slay the Spire. We're going to be hitting up some Slay the Spire 2 when it comes out. But I would like to ask those who are maybe not as engaged, maybe you're just checking in to, see what's up. If you did make it to the end of the video, ironic that I'm asking that now, if there's anything that you would like to see me do or experiment with, or maybe just some feedback for me on literally anything at all. Even if it's just like, I don't like roguelikes, I don't like Slay the Spire, I don't like Balacho, I don't like Marvel Rivals, whatever it might be. I'm interested in hearing your feedback. So I hope you all have a great rest of your holiday, New Year's, all that good stuff. And when I am done with all the family traveling that Danielle and I are going to be doing, we will be back with some more gaming, because I do have a couple of things planned that I would like to execute on. So hopefully I can make that happen. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.